Hi everyone, this is going to be a review of the National School Lunch Program assignment directions. I'm going to show you where you can find resources and go through the actual assignment itself. So when you get into the 445 modules, you're going to scroll down to the assignment tab or assignment area. If you click on the National School Lunch assignment, it's going to bring you to where obviously you're going to upload your document, but this is where you will download the worksheet that you will need to complete. And the worksheet looks something like this. Let me scroll back up. And preferably we would request that you type your information, although I have had some students handwrite it and scan it in. Just know that you need to upload it and submit it online. So for the very first question, I'm going to go through each question and then also show you where you can find information to answer each question. But remember also the presentation that ADE provided will also provide you the information you need to complete each question. So for number one, provide the daily and weekly totals for each group and subgroup in the National School Lunch Program, specifically grades 6 through 8. So let me minimize this. I'm going to go back to the modules and show you where you can find this information. So under menu planning for the National School Lunch Program, you're going to want to click on this, and this is going to bring you to Health and Nutrition Services from Department of Education. You're going to want to click on the School Nutrition Program. And then I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can see it a bit better. And then you'll click on the National School Lunch Program. You scroll down, you actually want to do meal and snack requirements, and the meal pattern requirements is your first bullet here. It does give you a couple different day options because not every school operates 5 days a week. There are some schools, particularly like residential childcare institutions, that they operate 7 days a week, so they have different meal patterns, but you'll download the 5-day week, and it's going to bring open a document like this. You did receive a copy of this in lecture, but as a reference in the event that you lost it or you can't find it or we're not unable to attend lecture, this is the document that you're going to want to pull open to help answer that question. So 6 through 8 is the grade group you're going to focus on, and you'll note there are the different meal components that you're going to want to note for the answer for that question. Okay, this is also going to be your go-to document for a couple other questions. I'm going to scroll down just for getting ready for the next couple questions, but I'm going to minimize this for the moment and go back to our Word document. So that'll help answer that first question. The second question is actually what's going to take you most likely the longest. You're going to create a 3-week cycle menu that meets the grade group 6 through 8. So the portion sizes and the components that you listed in number 1, you're now actually going to create a menu for that in number 2. So we provided a sample for you and basically a table that you're going to need to fill out for this 3-week cycle menu. So in the event you're not aware of what a cycle menu is, it's a unique week that rotates. So each day within the week will be unique to itself. So obviously you're not going to have stuffed pita with shredded chicken every single day. You're going to have different menu items each day that is going to meet the requirements for the school lunch program. So you'll have a grain, a meat alternate, a fruit, a vegetable, and a milk. And you'll indicate what it is, the item that you're serving. Now you can look on other school districts' websites for reference and kind of get an idea of what is served, but please make sure that you are doing your own unique work, not copying them directly from a school district's website. You also do need to be specific on the item that you're providing. So for your grain, making sure you're noting whole wheat pita because of that whole grain requirement. You may want to note, a few different whole grain items. You also do need to list the portion size. Now this is up for you to determine. You can set it at the minimum of 2 ounces that's required. You can also say, well, maybe we're going to give them a 3-ounce pita. That's fine too. There's no, rule here for the portion size other than you need to at least meet the minimum requirements for that grade group. Okay, so you do need to list a specific fruit and vegetable. In the past, I've had students say, assorted fruits and vegetables. That's not acceptable for this assignment. You do need to be specific. I do understand that some districts will list it that way on their menu. They basically do that to allow for flexibility for what they're serving in the actual cafeteria. But for your assignment here, you need to be specific. So you do need to mix up the fruits and vegetables. We don't want to see apples provided every single day or cucumber slices every single day. Just be mindful, to mix it up and also for it to complement your main dish. You will then also provide us weekly totals here, so ensuring that you're meeting the weekly minimums for that grade group. Okay. I do get the question, can we repeat, a certain item every now and then? You'll notice probably in some districts they have pizza at least once a week. That's more than fine. What we don't want to see is the same repetitive items every week. So what I don't want to see is, lasagna, pizza, chicken nuggets, hamburger, and then lasagna, pizza, chicken nuggets, and hamburger. They do need to be unique weeks, hence, a cycle menu. It does change things up every week. But you can have an item repeat every now and then. So if you have pizza on the menu twice, that's fine. You just need to make sure you're not having it like every Tuesday or it repeats every Thursday. Just kind of mix it in there. So you'll do that for the 3 weeks. Question 3 is asking what macronutrient requirements are required for grades 6 through 8. And I spell out here what it is I'm looking for. So calories, trans fat, saturated fat, and sodium requirements. So if you go back to that PDF document, you'll see the information that you need in this area for your dietary specs, okay, for grade 6 through 8. You're just going to list those here. Last is number 4 is the free and reduced eligibility requirements. So this is essentially giving me a table and how a district would qualify a student for a free or reduced meal. So this is not the same as what a school receives for reimbursement. They get so many dollars per free meal, so many dollars per reduced meal, and so forth. That is not what I'm looking for here. What I want here is if I am in a household of 2 individuals, what is the amount that that household needs to make in order for that child to be approved for free meals or reduced meals. You'll be able to find this information on a variety of websites, ADE being one of them. You can scroll through and find different, in the school nutrition programs, you'll be able to find the rules and regulations amidst this information. So you're going to have to do a little bit of legwork for this one. I'm not going to spoon feed you for this particular question, but it shouldn't be too terribly difficult to find, and you can basically cut and paste that table once you find it. Yes, you can cut and paste the table once you find it and put it here. And you really don't need to recreate a table on your own. You can just find what you need and insert it into this question. Note that we do take off points for spelling and grammar. There's not a lot of writing or grammar in this, but we do take points off in the event that you have misspelled things or inappropriate grammar. So, just make sure that you double check things before you submit it. You don't want to lose points for errors such as that. So if you have questions as you go along, feel free to shoot me an email or see me in class, but this should be fairly not too labor intensive to complete, and just be mindful of the due date that is listed in Canvas.